message has been passed on, and thank you for everything that you're doing on the other side of the camera. I've got the easy job. She's got the more pressure job. So great job, Sharoni. Okay, our next friend and partner and sponsor and speaker is Adam Spencer, the president of AbleDocs from Canada. And Adam is going to talk about the next generation of accessible documents, another important issue when you're talking about web and app accessibility. Adam, please.
Thanks, Michal. How are you? Hi, everyone. I'm just going to share my screen. There we go. And hopefully you should be able to see that. Yeah, thanks everyone. It's so great to be a part of number 7. I've been on most of these now, and it's just amazing the level of engagement that we have from around the world. It's so exciting, and all of the meetings that we have in between. Glad to see that that we're continuing to expand our global reach. Just a quick, obviously I've only got 10 minutes, so quick introduction of who we are. AbleDocs is the worldwide leader in PDF and document accessibility products and services. We have over 20 offerings, 8 offices in 5 countries, and our job is to really push the boundaries of what it means to have an accessible document. Historically, it has been a fairly linear approach, everyone expecting applications to do a lot of the lifting, but not recognizing the impact of currently created documents from most of the popular software offerings in the world. We were founded 2 years ago as a conglomerate of 4 of the leading experts in PDF accessibility, and we've really built ourselves around, again, developing new products and offerings to make document accessibility faster and easier than it has been before. If I could see you all in a room, I'd do a quick raise of hands of who has ever been beyond frustrated by trying to make a document accessible or confused about what it means to make a document accessible. Thank you, Rory. Recognizing that there's a lot of bad information and there's a lot of oversimplified approaches to, well, my document reads with a screen reader, so it's fine. Well, that's not necessarily the case. Or make my document WCAG compliant. Well, I can't. I need to make sure that my content is actually PDF UA compliant. So I wanted to start with our current state. So where are we? Most content is created in an application and then converted into something else. Very few authors write HTML, very few authors create EPUB content. And what we've seen globally is that there's this demand of either PDF UA, HTML, EPUB, plain text, XML, source file, or converted into something beyond, like a Braille format or an audio format. The reality is, we live in an accessibility bubble. You know, most of us on this call are passionate or end users or advocates and recognize that accessibility is just a fundamental requirement. The reality is the majority of the world still doesn't see it that way. And obviously that's part of what we're doing is, on the advocacy front, is getting people to recognize that accessibility is that additional step. I actually see it as a form of translation. We're making that original document now readable to someone who speaks a different language, an accessible language. And I think that's really exciting. But what we forget is that most content is coming from another format. Word, PowerPoint, Excel, InDesign, the Google Suite, Illustrator, Photoshop. You're seeing content being created and then repurposed into something else. Historically, we've seen that as a static representation. There's been